Welcome back, fellas. Today we have an NFL Saturday. We had one a little bit last week, and now we're going to run it back. I think we're going to have NFL Saturday damn near from here on out. So we have something to look forward to on the weekends, which is exciting, especially during this holiday break while a lot of you guys have a little bit off work. So we get to take advantage and try to make some money. We've been making money this past week. If you're not in the Discord, make sure you tap into the Discord and lock in. We're going to start on the Pickett side of things, as we do have all of our games on Pickett, and you can see it on the desktop mode. So if you want to see this sort of screen more often, you can get the premium. I think it's $20 a month on Pickett, and you can get everything on your desktop, see all the odds, see all the movements. You can see damn near everything that is going on. So it's a really convenient type of thing, but we're not going to be using Pickett too much today. But again, if you do sign up, it's absolutely free to sign up. Use code BDGE, and you'll automatically follow me to tail the boy. But we are going to be starting on Underdog Fantasy. As per usual, sign up on Underdog Fantasy. Use code BDGE when you sign up, and you'll get a free Matthew Stafford half a yard square. So you'll get that plus up to $1,000. So make sure you take advantage. Use code BDGE when you sign up. But we're going to start with the Chargers and New England game. I have a few picks, I think, in every game, actually. So we do have some interesting stuff here. But first, we're going to take Justin Herbert. Justin Herbert did not throw a pick. It's not an underdog because the odds are a little bit further than their odds. But I do like Justin Herbert to not throw an interception. I know he took it last time. We got bit in the ass. He didn't throw a pick all game until the end of the first half when he threw a absolute laser across a middle of a seam route and it just got picked off in a bad way. But those happen. We live with those, and we can move on. But I think in this matchup against the New England defense, this is a great spot here, right? He has been a lead at taking care of the ball all season, only 3 interceptions. Plus, he gets J.K. Dobbins most likely back this week, which has helped the run game. Not only that, but it looks like Kamani Vidal is starting to kind of ease into that run game and be a little bit more reliable here in the upcoming weeks. Gus Edwards is out of the picture, so we don't have any more 2-yard thumper the entire game. Outside of last game when he decided to be Jesus Christ and run for a 43-yard rush. Don't know how that happened. He literally summoned God for that. I never seen that from Gus Edwards ever in my entire life, but you did that last week, so that was really cool. The Pats also have the 6th least interceptions so far this season, and against a Herbert-Harbaugh combination of just taking care of the rock, I feel pretty good about it. The Patriots only have generated a 29.7% pressure rate on dropbacks, which is the 4th lowest in the entire NFL. He's not going to be under duress. He has time to make the throws. I think if he's smart with the ball, he should easily get out of his hands fast. This shit feels like it's just an easy lock for me. The second player we do have in this game, at least, is going to be Ramondre Stevenson to go over 44.5 rushing yards. We do have this on Underdog Fantasy. But we are going to be looking at this on a props.cash. I know I get this question all the time. This is props.cash. Use code GUT25 when you sign up, and you'll get a 25% off your first month. He's been crushing this line consistently. 9 of 14 games this season, 7 of his last 10 games. The games he missed obviously seem drastic, and they are very bad. But when you look at this Chargers defense, it really is not intimidating in the slightest. You can even see on the full. I have this full screen now. Look at that, dub. You can even see on the screen. Reception attempts, obviously, they allow a ton of receiving yards to backs as well. So if you want to take that line for Ramondre as well. But they're very middle of the pack against the run, right? 11th in rush attempts and 16th in the rushing yards. So the very middle of the pack. And Ramondre's been seeing the volume outside of his fumble last week, which caused him to get benched at the end of the game, which lost me my fantasy day. Outside of that, he's been very good. So you like to get him here at this 44.5 mark. You also can get him at 42.5 on FanDuel, but I'm not the one saying that. But you can get that as well. So if you want to take it a little bit lower, you can, and not feel too bad about it. But the odds versus the Chargers, you can look at him. Obviously, Javonte didn't hit it. Javante's been kind of eased out of that offense a little bit more, but it has been Aldrick Estime for the most part. He got 48 rushing yards. Rashad White 64. Bucky obviously cracked out. Isaiah Pacheco, now the lead back again. He hit over his line. Bijan is the lead back, hit over his line. Justice Hill, Derrick Henry hit both of them. So you look at it from that perspective, a lot of these running backs have been absolutely crushing this mark versus Chargers defense, which has been just absolutely gashed by the run. They've been pretty well against the pass, but the run game has just been horrendous for them. I think Ramondre is another big day as this team clearly wants to keep leaning into the run game. I think Ramondre gets it done here and easily smashes over this 44.5 marker. Now, that's it for this game. I really only have 2 plays for this. You can lean into a lad. You can lean into something like that, and I won't blame you. Low-key, Derwin James, 6.5 tackles against this Patriots team feels really good. But, I'm just saying, defense, sometimes it's scary to take. But we are going to be taking Joe Burrow. We are going to – this is a juice line. I'll be very honest with you. it's just so not needed at 283 that we're going to take it at 279. And I feel really good about that for Joe Burrow. I think he absolutely crushes this line versus a Broncos defense. Now, again, obviously, Surtain, you're like, oh, he's going to take away Jamar Chase the entire game. It's so tough because Jamar is literally the best receiver in the NFL as of right now, this current moment. I think he's playing better than Justin Jefferson. Now, do I think I would take him in a new startup draft right now? Maybe, probably not, but I'm taking the best player to take as of today on December 27th who's played the best this season. I think it has been Jamar Chase. So when you look at it from that perspective, I don't know how well Surtain's really going to do against him, but I do know how well Joe Burrow's going to do with or without Jamar Chase really being that much of a factor, as this Denver defense has just been crushed by quarterbacks. They've allowed the 24th most pass yards, which equates to the 8th most pass yards, the 4th most pass attempts, and the completion percentage is right now the 7th highest in the entire NFL. That's so wrong. The 5th highest in the NFL. And Joe Burrow's been, he's just fucking slinging the rock. Look at the past few quarterbacks that played this team. Justin Herbert, obviously passing quarterback, hit over this line. Anthony Richardson sucks. Next. Jameis Winston, passing quarterback, hit over this line. Gardner Minshew, hit over this line. Kirk Cousins has played like absolute dog shit. Don't mark him up. Patrick Mahomes, Lamar Jackson, Bryce Young, all hit over these lines versus this Denver defense. I don't think it's going to be much different for Joe Burrow, especially because Joe Burrow right now is playing for his life. They are playing to win. They have to win. They have to win out to make the playoffs. So this is damn near a playoff game for him, and I think he's going to absolutely sling it. This Denver defense is a little bit better against the run than it is the pass, so I think they're going to lean into the pass here, and Joe Burrow is going to sling the rock, Jamar Chase or not, and crush over this line. Now, the other play I do have in this game is Bo Nix to go over 1.5 passing touchdowns. Now, listen, Bo Nix, and this is plus money on books, so I really like this spot as well. But Bo Nix has been playing very good ball. Everyone is shitting on him because of his ADOT, because of his yards per target, because of this and that, but it is just simply its efficiency. Now he's going against a Bengals defense as they allow the second most passing touchdowns to opposing quarterbacks this season. And the Bengals have given up 26 passing touchdowns on the year. And the Broncos, again, most likely will be down, according to what the books have. I can't remember exactly what the spread is. We can look here. 3.5. Yeah, so 3.5. So the books clearly think Broncos are going to be playing down. They played bad recently. They're going to be playing from behind. I think Bo Nix needs to pick it up. And I think 2 passing touchdowns is easy in the wheelhouse against a Cincinnati defense that has been crushed by passing touchdowns. And Bo Nix has been on fire, hitting this 4 of the last 5 games, averaging 2.5 per game. So I think he easily is able to get into the end zone here and absolutely smash this line. As we see, obviously, DTR and Will Levis hit this. But before that, Cooper Rush, Russell Wilson, Justin Herbert, Lamar Jackson all smashed over this mark. I think Bo Nix gets it done here today. Heading to our last game. I also lean Jamar Chase. If you want to take a Jamar Chase line for the funsies, I would lean longest reception. Courtland Sutton also is not a bad shot this week either. Going to keep it pushing to this Rams-Arizona game. Again, you can't get the Matt Stafford at just half a yard when you use code BDGE when you sign up on Underdog, so make sure you take advantage of that. But we are going to be taking Kyren Williams under 17.5 longest rush. You can get this at 18.5 as well. But Kyren has been very, I don't want to say lackluster, but lackluster from the explosiveness this season. 12 of the last 15 games this season, he's gone under this mark, and in 4 of the last 5 games, he's gone under this mark. Arizona's also only let 4 running backs hit over all season, have a 19-yard rush all season. And now, again, you're getting it 18 yards here, so it's a little bit different, but I got it at 18.5, so you take it as it is. But I expect a close game, right? And that's kind of the story of this. I get Arizona's out of it, so maybe they'll want to tank, but I really don't see that, as the spread of this game is 6.5, so it's 1 touchdown, but I truly think this Cardinals team is going to want to get back on track and get some mojo heading into this offseason before it really starts ramping up here into draft season. So I think they're going to want to get some momentum and keep it pushing. Listen, this game's over-under is also 47.5, so I think it has potential to be a real blowout here. Not blowout, a shootout here. So if it gets to a shootout, that's why I really also like this. Also, that means more passing volume is why I was saying that for that line. But that's why I also really love Trey McBride today. Everyone's kind of riding him off after the last game. and it's like, oh, he shit the bed last game, blah, blah, blah. Like, he's not. He's so back. He's going to be back. He's going to be back more than ever. Like, they saw what happened when they didn't involve him in the offense. Also, J.C. Horn, who's one of the best lockdown corners in the entire league, was shadowing him the entire game. That is a very important note because the Rams don't have that. The Rams don't have a J.C. Horn to just put on him who's the same size and is like, go figure it out. J.C. Horn is a big-ass corner who can play those tight ends very well. The Rams don't have that. So I think the Rams are going to be able to be absolutely smoked. The Rams have been smoked by tight ends all season long. Let me quickly pull it up right here for receiving yards. Trey McBride. They've been absolutely crushed. Like, look at these. It's insane. Receiving yards, 25th. Targets, 27th. Touchdowns, 21st. Receptions, 26th. Receiving yards after the catch, they are second to last in the entire NFL. They've gone absolutely smoked by tight ends all season. I expect them to continue to be smoked here today. They allowed Tyler Conklin at 59 yards in them last game. I think they're seriously going to get smoked by Trey McBride. I might take another Trey McBride touchdown here today. I think he's going to find the end zone. I think he's going to have a massive day here. And that is the last pick I am going to be taking out of these games. Now, again, these are not all the exact official plays. I know I get that question all the time, but these are the plays I really like as of today on Friday. I already placed most of these. So, again, make sure in the Discord if you want to see like my official 5, 6 like lockety locks that I really love. The other ones I obviously lean and very much favor. But if you have any questions, make sure to hit me up in the Discord. Probably the easiest way to get me, or on Twitter, and I'll try to get back to you as soon as possible. But these are my plays for today. So if you do like them, make sure to like, subscribe, also the fun shit down below, and I'll catch you guys next time. Peace.